That was a preview of games expected in Europe this weekend. It's a whole lot of derbies happening, and we are here to set you, to get you into that mood to have a wonderful weekend. Good morning. My name is Mike Messi-Keno. Welcome. This is Sports Update on TVC Breakfast Saturday. Of course, I'm not here alone. The beautiful Teresi is also here with me. How are you doing, Teresi?
Fine, thank you. I'm blushing.
Good morning. You can't blush. We don't blush here. So, yeah, it's going to be a very, very packed weekend. We have two derbies. We have the North London derby, and then, of course, we have the Madrid derby. And which are you looking forward to, and for what reasons?
I think I'll be looking forward to the North London derby. Why? Because of Ange Postecoglou. He's been having a very good run in the Premier League. So far, so good. Of course, his debut. And I want to see how he would handle the pressure of the North London derby, because he's up against Red Hot Arsenal right now.
Now, for the first time in a very long time, this is the first time they are going into the North London derby unbeaten, both sides. And Tottenham are really playing quite well, and they do have a chance against Arsenal.
They do have a chance, but like I said before, Arsenal are red hot. Let's not deny that. In the Champions League, they are back after 288 days. You know, they scored their first goal.
You actually counted it.
I had to. You know, so they are back. Scoring goals, put 4 past PSV, and these boys are really. I remember Ian Wright tweeted saying, "I would love to play in this team because these guys are very expressive, young, doing so well, and I think just the sky is just a limit for them." So it's going to be a very steep test for Ange, but it's not something that they cannot get past.
Martin Odegaard just signed a new contract. He extended his contract and all of that. As the captain of the Arsenal team, and also Arsenal. Do you think that that is some sort of a boost? Because, you know, there's talk about how just prepare him, Man City, they are coming for him.
Yeah, very true.
Greater, you know, he has that, he's quite like that KDB kind of player. The number 10s that are going out of, you know, now you have Mezalas, you have people who, you know, they just play around, but that specialist number 10, that role is like, it's going extinct.
Something like that.
You know, as it stands, I mean, this new contract he has signed, you think it's a boost to the squad? You think he will stay and honor a contract all through?
There's no better thing than tying down your best players. And of course, Martin Odegaard has been very good, you know, doing so well. I did question at some point why he was given the captain armband, but he has been able to prove that, look, I can handle the pressure properly and I can also lead this team. So it makes a lot of sense that they had to tie him down with this new deal.
Wonderful, wonderful. Then let's move over to Madrid, of course, in Spain. Let's go up against Real Madrid. Real Madrid look like they've started the season on fire, but I can see that they might be struggling. There is no specialist number 9. Joselu, for me, is not the kind of number 9 they need. Jude Bellingham has been the man. 6 games, 6 goals. He has been delivering the goods. I think it's a bit of a purple patch. Get to a point where it might just, you know. But then, Atletico blowing hot and cold. 7-0 one day, the next day they lose and all of that.
Valencia,
you know, to Valencia and all of that. What do you think about the Madrid derby this weekend? How do you think it's going to play out?
I think when it comes to the Madrid derby, just like the El Clasico, they are no better team in form. You know, form is thrown out of the window.
Of the window.
Yeah, so when you're here and you're playing these derbies, tensions are high and everything. And for Madrid, of course, 5 out of 5. They've won 15 points, of course, maximum points. But there are still some questions. You know, the fact that the midfielder Bellingham has to be the one coming up clutch to score goals, late 9-minute goals as well. And it's sort of concerning because when you have this talented team and you can't score goals as consistent as you want to, they leave the game late in second half. That's when they have to come up big and what have you. They've had to come back from behind twice now in the league as well. So it's something, you know, sort of concern for Carlo Ancelotti. But somehow for fans, they will be like, we're winning, so what's the problem? But they do have some injury issues. Eder Militao is out. Vinicius also is out. New signing, Adagula is also out.
Yeah, but he has returned to training.
Yeah,
Gula has returned to training. He might just
but for Atletico Madrid, let's not deny the fact that somehow it looks like Simeone is doing something well this season. He is doing something well. Few signings here and there. Boys from the academy as well. I should mention Pablo Barrios, you know, doing so well. Also scored his first goal in the Champions League on Wednesday. But I really do not know how to call this one. It's going to be very tight. Both teams are almost on par right now in terms of the squad quality that they do have. So it could go either way. It could go to Real Madrid or it could go to Atletico Madrid.
Who would you pick?
I'll go with Real Madrid.
Real Madrid?
Yeah.
I'll go with Atletico. Just because of the so that next we can talk about this. But just before we round up the discussion on the Euro Leagues, we have Mark, who is at the stands, of course, to get the pulse of the street on what they think about what's going to happen now. It's Arsenal up against Tottenham Hotspurs. Of course, there's a Madrid derby, as it were. We'll get all of that once we can get across to him. We'll just definitely get the pulse and the voice of the street on that particular one. Now, in Italy, of course, there's quite a lot that will be happening after the Derby della Madonnina, which was a whooping for AC Milan.
Thrashing.
Chukwueze started that match. I watched, and you see.
No, I think he came in.
He came in.
Yeah,
he came in.
Pulisic.
It was a Champions League. I was, that both of them were quite going through. That's Champions League against Newcastle. That was a goalless draw. The first half, all the possession looked like we were going to obliterate Newcastle and all of that. But then, do you think, with all the signs that they've had, with this hiccup, you think AC Milan can still go the distance in the Italian Serie A?
They can, if it's just the Italian Serie A. I can't speak for the Champions League.
For the Champions League?
No. But in the Italian Serie A, they started well until they faced Inter Milan, and then they were whooped, 5-1. They started well, doing so well. Rafael Leao, Olivier Giroud also scoring goals. But they need to sort out their defensive problems. And that has always been the Achilles heel for AC Milan. It happened last season.
And they have a very good keeper in
They do. Mignon is very, very good. But the problem is the defensive setup. If they can get past that, I think they'll be fine. Also, losing Tonali in midfield is another steal. Someone who can run the midfield ragged is one particular quality that they lost. And they've not been able to, substitute that.
Okay, so let's see if we can get across to Mark now, and let's take the pulse on the street on the games that will be happening this weekend in the EPL, the La Liga, the Serie A, of course, and the leagues around Europe. Let's see if we can get across to him. Hello, Mark. Hello, Mark. We are on. You can go on and get us the feel of the pulse on the street there. All right, go ahead, Mark.
But they're going to call me through my phone.
All right, we'll sort it out. Just a few issues there. We'll definitely get it sorted out, and we'll get to Mark as soon as possible to get the pulse on the street there. Now, going over, and they're looking at it now in the La Liga as it stands here, with Madrid and Barcelona look like they are the real deal this season. Xavi just signed a new contract, by the way, and all of that. You think that Barcelona, they can they can go up there and do it in the Champions League as well as in the league, because, hey, they are defending champions.
Yeah,
the Champions League is the main thing. They've not had, in the last 2-3 Champions League, they've not performed so well. They've been knocked out. Hopefully, they don't meet Bayern Munich this time around.
Hopefully.
But, yeah, Barcelona's chances in the Liga and, of course, the Champions League.
In the league, last season, they won the league without this quality that they have now. They've been able to bluster the squads in some areas where they needed to. Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba, these guys have left. They've been able to replace them properly with young lads ready to play. Also, experienced players like Gundogan and João Cancelo has come in. One particular player for me that I really felt, has been able to increase the quality or breathe life into that Barcelona attack is João Felix. Of course, in his debut, he scored a goal.
He scored. I love that.